What's up, YouTube? Pastor Bob. Well, it's been a little while, so, I figured I'd take on a challenge. I see, some of my friends were talking to me and they were like, how come you don't do guitars anymore, Bob? I said, well, I got a lot to do, and I got so much to do, and I got a lot of guitars to hang up, which I'll show you guys here in a minute, but this video is, I picked this guitar up off of eBay, right? And I said, I just want to challenge myself once in a while, But you guys are not going to believe this. This is the ultimate challenge. And I said, well, I'll take it out of the box, but I'll unwrap it so everybody can see what I'm about to take on. Don't mind me. It's late at night, and I just had an epiphany and thought I'd come down here and do this. So if I look a little rough, well, tough. So anyway, I'm going to open this up for you guys. I seen this and I said, man, if you're ever going to prove you're a luthier, you got to take on the hardest projects, right? Not that I have to prove. I mean, most people already know me. I mean, I've done it for many years, but you always got the people out there that question everything. So I'm going to take on this project. You're probably not even going to believe this project. But quite frankly, I've taken on some projects probably close to as bad as what this is. And some people would say, oh my God, I can't even believe you're going to do that. And I agree with them. I really can't believe I'm going to do it either. But sometimes you just gotta, take on the harder things in life, I guess. You guys are gonna crap. Oh boy. So, yeah, I scan YouTube once in a while and look at other people trying to take on projects, but I ain't never seen anybody try to take on a project like this. And most luthiers would not take on a project like this. Why? Well, first off, it's not a highly expensive guitar. That'd be the first thing. Second off, they wouldn't want to waste their time. It'd probably be quicker to just build a new one, to be honest with you. And then, but sometimes, why not? What is a person capable of? What are their limits? How far can they take it, right? And I thought, why not try it, right? I've picked a lot of guitars, man. A lot of vintage guitars. At one time, they used to call me the neck doctor because I used to fix necks. Twisted necks, broken necks, necks in 50,000 pieces. Well, maybe not 50,000, but you're getting the idea of it. And it's about really having patience when you're taking on big projects like this. So, I think the neck might need a little work. What do you guys think? But the neck looks straight, and it does look straight. There's a very slight bow in it. I'll show you guys so you can see. Show you from that angle. Hopefully you're getting the idea. But she looks a little rough. So, you always try to figure out the story. So, yeah. Get down in here. What's going on? So, this is the control panel that looks a little out of control. Oh my. Well, I think they sent me most of the parts. Alright, there's a piece. There's a piece. What else we got? There's a few more pieces. Oh, there's some kerfing. Part of the Fishman pickup. Might not be able to recover that. Electronics are kind of difficult. What else we got here? Got some wood pieces. Alright, let's see, which one is that one? Trying to figure out which brace that is. Oh, there's a piece too, right there. Alright, there's another piece. And I'm wondering, is this one for this one? Alright. Well, I can tell you right now, whoever did that one really didn't do it any justice because there was no strength down here. Let me show you guys that. You see that? You don't cut that thin at the bottom. If you're going to drill a hole, first off, I don't see the necessity for having a hole that big for anything. And it's pretty apparent that the manufacturer was running a wire through there, and I don't understand why you would do that. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I mean, plus it ain't tuned properly. Look how fat this is. This doesn't need to be here. It should have been sloped more gradually down through here. Every acoustic guitar is tuned a certain way, and your bridge points for your strength, I don't know if this has an X in it or not, probably not. But whenever you're putting these braces in, you know, if they're really, really thick, the problem with that is it's going to dampen the sound. And I don't think they really thought about that very much. But it's probably a cheap guitar anyway. But anyway, electronics don't... I don't even know how they... I guess I'll show you. Get you up close so you can see that. Down in there. They do have an X bracing in there. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not, but there is an X bracing in there. And it is a close X bracing. But wow, huh? I don't know what happened, but somebody definitely probably stepped on it or fell on it or something. But, yeah, she's hurting for certain. The question is, can a guy put it back together and play it? Well, I probably can. I gotta have to take it all apart. It won't look pretty, but the electronics part is pretty toast, to be honest with you. It's down in here. You can see it. Here's a... I don't know if I can get it to work or not. Probably not. I don't know. I'll have to check to make sure that the caps and diodes are not broke. This wire don't think it's cut back here. But I don't know. We'll have to see about that. That's a chore of a different color. But I thought, wow, this is quite the project to take on. Would it be worth even saving? You know? I didn't pay very much for it, but it's still the point. Can you fix it? Can you glue it back together? Can I put the braces in it? Can I make it sound good? Looks like all the pieces are here. I mean, I shouldn't really be doing it like this, but I'm going to because I have to make sure that I have all the pieces. I have all the pieces now. It's possible. Let's see. Alright, that piece there will go there. Alright. Let's see what else we got. I think this piece here. Wow. I think this piece here goes here. Alright. This is curving. Well, I don't see any more pieces. So this piece here for the top is missing. In this area here. So you say to yourself, well, how do you fix that? Well, I can tell you this. For sure. It's easy. It's easier for me just to take all this off and put a new top on it, because this piece is missing, and there's no safe. I gotta take the top off anyway. But I can figure out what the pattern is. I have some new binding, so that's not a problem. And I have kerfing. And you say, well, what's the sense of it? Well, this is pretty cheap. It's only thin plywood. But and I don't think that you can really glue this part. I mean, you could, but I don't think it would have enough structural integrity. I'm not sure. But there's things that we can do. And to try to mend it back together to get it to play. Will it be stable? Well, probably, but I don't know how accurate it would be. I'm going to have to heat all of this off and separate this from the neck, which won't be too hard to do. I'll just hot knife that, get that done, and then I got a score each side of here, and I'll have to try to hot knife this glue and separate it from the block. But it's quite the challenge. Can I use all of these pieces? Well, probably not. I might be able to save the back. I know it's missing the big chunk here, but I may be able to reconstruct this part here. The sides, I could probably put the sides back together too. This is only a laminate plywood, so it's not really thick either. But I have some high grade, different laminate high grades that are really strong, that I can put this back together. You're saying, why would you even do that, Pastor Bob? Well, it's a challenge, you know. It's a challenge. There's no bridge. It's missing. And even if that doesn't work, I have, you know, different electronics that I could put in it. But so, question is how much did I pay for it? Well, I paid $20 for it. And you're probably saying, "Oh my God, I wouldn't." I said, "Well, hear me out here. First off, there's a couple of electronics in here. If I didn't want to try to take this on, and the bridge and the pins, and the neck alone is $20. The neck is fine. I mean, so really, all the money's right here. I could build a whole new guitar and use this neck. It's a mahogany neck, and this is a rosewood fretboard. So alone, this, you know, if you're going to buy a neck, it's probably, you know, $60 or so. And then I can redesign this headstock, redo the whole thing. And then, because I don't like this satin stuff anyway. But I think I can use the back. I think the top is just way beyond. I mean, it's not even going to do anything. There's not going to be enough strength or structural integrity here, because what's happening, for everybody that doesn't understand, when you string up a neck, there's a lot of pounds. There's probably anywhere from 100, well, I'd say anywhere from 90 to, 160 pounds of tension that comes from, the back of your bridge across your nut to your machine heads. So that's a lot of pressure. With that being said, you have to have good structural integrity here, and the top, it's not there. Now, for the back, everything seems to be in there. I'd probably have to recheck all of the... They don't even have any tuning in there? Yeah, they did a bad job. They didn't even... Oh my. Yeah, well, I think I can separate it, fix the bottom, put some kerfing in. I'll have to make a new top for it, and new braces. And when I do that, before I put it back together, once I make everything, before I decide to put it back together, I'll show you that step. I don't do lives, and I don't like to film when I'm working, because I'm all over the place when I'm working, and I just don't want to break my phone. But I just thought I'd show you this. You probably, oh my God. Do you really need a guitar that bad? Well, no. Let me show you. So for everybody that doesn't know, this is just some of my guitars. I got guitars brand new in the boxes here. I got probably another 40 of them on the other side of this wall. So I own over 100 guitars. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know how many I own. Now, for a lot of the people who are on my channel for a while now, they know I have a lot of guitars. I built guitars. I built that guitar back there. As a matter of fact, I did a video on it. I'm not finished with it yet. But I built that telly back there. I'm not finished with it, but I hung it up there. You're probably saying, well, why didn't you finish it yet? well, I had another project to do. But this is my favorite. Well, I have two favorite guitars. This is one of them. This is my McCarty. I think this is a 2010 McCarty that I had built in New Jersey from Paul Reed Smith. And it has the Dragon 2 pickups in it. It's a really nice guitar. Phenomenal. Now, I did all this. I did all the inlay work and the paint work on it. And this has half moons in it, which you won't see that much anymore. And then in the back, you see those little dots. Well, those are Burma rubies or Miramar rubies from a long, long time ago. Yeah. I'm not going to show you the number, but this has got some history. But that's one of my favorite guitars. And then that's a really nice Eastman guitar, acoustic guitar. I mean, all my guitars are pretty nice. Here's a Firefly that I hot rodded. I put Seymour Duncan's in there. Hot rod Seymour Duncan's. That's a really good playing guitar. Ivy, that's a good guitar too. It's a really good guitar. My Melody Maker. And then I got a couple of other Gibsons. They're not up here because they're worth a lot of money. Not that these ain't. A couple Gretches. There's a TTM back there. USA TTM with Seymour Duncan's in it. There's a rare, rare guitar. My Carvin USA. What else? Here's a project I started I haven't finished yet either. This is a Fender Elvis Presley model, clambake. I had that for many years too. That guitar there, I built for Mary years ago. I don't know, many years ago I built that for her. Yeah, pretty cool guitar. And that guitar is Mary's, and that pink one back there is Mary's, that Mitchell. She likes them, you know. And over here, these I collect Squier guitars. So the ones that you see here, the two red ones here, this one here, I think is made in Mexico. That one. But those there are from Korea. This one here is one that I had as an anniversary one, 20th anniversary. Signed by Esteban. I worked for Esteban. Sold merchandise for him. I got a couple of guitars signed by him. I got this one and another one over there and another one in a case. That one back there is, I think that one's made in Japan. That Fender. That's a Fender Squier. Not a Squier by Fender, which is a rare mix-up, I guess. But then that one up there with a flame on it, that's a USA-made Squier. When the factory burned down overseas, they brought the manufacturing back to the U.S. So that Fender right there and that red one that says Squier on it, those are both USA-made Fender Squiers. This one here was made in Korea. Let's see. This one here is my 60s Tele that I did years ago. And then there's a Squier back there. And then this guitar right here, I built this guitar. Yeah, it's got Prayer Man in here. I did a Prayer Man in the neck. It's a pretty cool guitar. I built this years ago. Look at that neck. Huh? Bird's eye maple neck. Like that. Yeah. I haven't finished it yet. Kind of getting it all together. Kind of shows you what I got going on there. But I built that, everything on that one. Well, I mean, except the machine heads. I didn't do them, but you know, a set of Wilkinsons, high outputs. This here is a Cortez. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what a Cortez is, Cortez predates Cort guitars. So, it's a Cortez. Here's a Stella. Now, believe it or not, now this has Seymour Duncan pickups in it. But this guitar right here would blow your mind. Any Les Paul guy picked that guitar up and played it, you'd be like, wow. I mean, it surprised me. Then back there, that's a G&L, ASAT. And then this guitar here, with a funky headstock. That I built that one years ago. And then this one here is a Harley Benton. Put some Kent Armstrongs in there. It's a pretty good guitar. Next to it is a Kramer USA. Behind that is a Gio Ibanez. Next to that is a Pacifica, signed by Sammy Hagar. Next to that is a Kramer. A couple of Ibanez Gios. Looks like a string broke on that one. Back there in the corner is a Squire. This Olympia was signed by Joe Diffie. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a country music singer and player. Over there is an Applause. An old Applause with an aluminum neck. That red one back there. Next to it, this guitar, the neck was broken 6 pieces. And the guy who had it, he passed away. He owned a music store in Westerly, Rhode Island. And he was a heck of a good guy. I used to go in there and fix some stuff for him and help him out, do some setups once in a while. He gave me that guitar. He says, Bob, nobody else is going to fix it, so here you go. So I ended up fixing that one. And then I took it with me, and Esteban signed that one. Then behind that one is a custom-made guitar with a custom inlay. A bird inlay, you can see that. Mother of Pearl and Abalone. Next to that, over here, is an Alvarez. One of my Alvarez's, because I really like Alvarez guitars. That's my brother's Ivy. I got for him. And behind that is his Chapman guitar that I bought for him. And pretty much go back to these. Now, over here in these cases, this one here is a vintage 1965 Guild flat top. This one here is a Paul Reed Smith. That is a 35th anniversary, I believe. This one here, this guitar here in this case, is a, God, I can't think of the guy's name, but that's a USA Telecaster, custom Telecaster, for the guy who used to play for Elvis Presley. I just can't remember his name offhand. Next to that is one of the last Guild Bluesbirds ever made here in Westerly, Rhode Island. It's my Guild Bluesbird. Next to that is another custom Guild. No, I take that back. That is my Martin. That's my Martin guitar. My Martin flat top. That there is my custom classic Gibson Les Paul. Next to that is my Taylor guitar. That's a really special guitar. That one there is signed by Esteban too. That one there's my Fender Strat. This one here is a 1960s Les Paul real lawsuit copy guitar. I'm not sure what that one is, to be honest with you. It's been a while. What the heck does it say on it? It don't say anything. Probably Telly or something. And then that one there is a USA Telecaster. This one here I haven't even opened up yet. This one. But this here is a Chauvel Joe DePlantier San Demos custom Telecaster. In this box, this one here is a Music Man. What's this one here? This one here is a Gibson Les Paul. Then that one there is a Guild. And then this one here is an Apocalypse guitar. Metal guitar. I had to build a neck for it. And that's just some of them down here. And then I got bunches on the other side, which I don't feel like going over there right now. But yeah, I got quite a few guitars. And then over here I got a Laguna. It's a pretty cool guitar. That used to be the house brand for Guitar Center. And then my Yamaha. And then I got probably 15 guitars in my room. You probably say, what? I got another guitar up there too. I forgot about that. And I have prototype guitars. I got a couple prototype guitars that I picked up over the years. I got a number 4 and a number 10 prototype. Some of my amps. There's a Behringer amp that I got when the Behringer first came out with it. That's a really good amp, believe it or not. Line 6 guitar. My Fender Performer 1000. My Johnson's Millennium amplifier, which I mostly play through that. It's a really good amp. That's an old Prince amplifier from back in the day. Back here we got a Fender GDC. I got a Carvin PA410. My Boss 100 watt Katana. Montgomery Ward down there. Where the hell? Oh, up here these are Gibson amplifiers. Those are 2 Gibson amplifiers. This is a vintage K tubed amp. Just some of my PA stuff. I mean, I got a lot of PA stuff. More than this. I got probably 10 times more than that. I signed Buckethead, because I like Buckethead. He's a really good guitar player. Picture. AC/DC and Gibbons. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. My Randall amps down there. Got an old Randall amp there. That's my brother's amp. My Fender DeVille. And then I got a Sonex. I don't know if you guys ever seen one of those. 720G. Yeah. So, yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of cool stuff. Always got to have stuff, right? So, that's just another quick tour of my little man cave down here. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff. I built this guitar too. I meant to tell you. This one here. Yeah, I built that years ago too. Look at that. That neck. There's a flamer. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, I built that a long time ago. But I'm going to be changing my music room around here pretty soon. I'm going to put more hooks up on the wall. So I'm going to reconfigure how everything is here. So because I want to try to get another 30 or 40 guitars on the wall here, because I'm going to put special heating and special dehumidifier down here. So yeah, that's just some of my babies. I mean, I got a 59 Les Paul. I got one of the first ones made by Epiphone when they did the reissue with a collaboration with Gibson Custom Shop USA. Got one of the first ones that were made. And I got a 60s. And then I got a 72 Les Paul, which I don't think it's down here. I really like that guitar. Mary bought me a Les Paul too, years ago, a studio. But, you know, just some of my babies. I mean, a guy asked me one time, what are you doing, running a guitar shop? No, I just like guitars. I collect them. Collect all kinds of stuff. Coins, guitars, you name it. It's because I enjoy it. And someday, somebody else is going to enjoy it. It's just, you know, how it goes. So there you go, guys. A little bit of what's down here. I didn't really want to get into a long video, because I was just set off to show you that. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed my video. Tell me what you think about that poor guitar. I know it looks sad, huh? I'm probably going to do $500 worth of work to make it work right. An old junker, but, you know, I don't do it as a business anymore, so it's just the way it is. So I'm going to fix her up, see what I can do. See if I can make it sound good. I mean, it's pretty much starting over from scratch, you know, but I just wanted to try it. Why not, right? Okay, guys, well, like, share, subscribe. Take care. God bless. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's Pastor Bob, and I'm out of here. See ya.